Hi everyone, I'm Theresa Cull. I'm the Vice Chair of the County Council, and I'm here to give you a brief summary of our work session on May 21, 2024. County Council held a work session on May 21, 2024, although the rules were suspended to allow decisions on 4 items. We approved the minutes of the April 23rd, 24th, and 30th budget meetings. We approved a couple of delegations of authority, and we approved a liquor license for Beef and Leaf, the new restaurant behind Speedway in Los Alamos. The rest of the meeting consisted of presentations and discussion on a number of topics. And I'm not going to get into a lot of the details on those topics, but hopefully when you hear about the topics, it might spark interest and have you go take a look at the level of detail that occurred during the presentations and the follow-up discussion. The first was a presentation by the Chair of the Planning and Zoning Commission. The presentation was focused on what has been completed and what they are currently working on, and what challenges or opportunities they see coming up in the future. The presentation and their draft 2024 work plan are available online. There was a lot of discussion, and I encourage you to view it online when it's available. I should mention that one of the challenges the Planning and Zoning Commission faces is membership. There are currently 2 vacancies on the commission. So if you're interested in planning and zoning, get in touch with the chair of the commission. The Nuisance Code Implementation Review Task Force also presented their final report to the council. That report is available with the agenda online. The purpose of the task force was to review the implementation and interpretation of the requirements of the new Chapter 18 Nuisance Code that went into effect on January 7, 2023. The task force concluded that the new nuisance code and the process of enforcement by CDD, in large measure, have eliminated the concerns, oppositions, and problems of the previous code and its enforcement. They did have 6 recommendations that are detailed in their report, 3 of which have already been implemented by CDD. Council asked staff to draft changes to Chapter 18 to address the recommendations and bring the revision back to council for review and approval at a future date. One area that may be of interest to some people are the penalties sections of Chapter 18. There was a presentation on transportation, including traffic safety, transit, and complete streets design by the Los Alamos Police Department and Public Works. The police department talked about traffic safety and speeding enforcement. They said that implementation of speed camera enforcement is complicated and could take some time to implement, and they can't be used by the county on state roads. They currently use the radar speed monitors that you may have seen in town to address requests they receive and to help with targeted enforcement. The council's approval of funding for 4 additional officers last year has helped them a lot. The Public Works Director said that the county is still having difficulty hiring enough drivers to fill the transit needs. Apparently, Lanel is paying about 50% more to their drivers. There was general agreement that the county should continue bandolier service and put off starting weekend community service. The council had approved funding in FY20 for a limited Saturday service, but it's never been implemented due to a lack of drivers. The Public Works Director also gave a short presentation on complete streets, which includes streets that are designed to be safe for motorists, pedestrians, and bicyclists. Finally, there was a presentation on an initial evaluation of transit center sites in Los Alamos and White Rock. The purpose of the presentation was to get some initial feedback from council. Several sites were evaluated in Los Alamos and White Rock with input from community members, Lanel, the County Atomic City Transit, New Mexico Department of Transportation, and the North Central Regional Transit District. The goals of the transit center are to enhance transit services for commuters and residents, accommodate future transit expansion, and promote economic development. There was a lot of discussion on the proposed sites and even some questions about the need for a transit center at this time, especially given our lack of drivers for our current routes. I encourage you again to view the discussion on this topic and other topics from the May 21 meeting when they are eventually available online. Thank you.